Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Like 20.
Right there, 54 miles. No chance.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, Connor looking for space. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's Roethlisberger. Able to find Switzer. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 13 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. When they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
No question at all about his talent, and that's been on display since his first game as a starter at Florida State. On a Monday night, the whole country watching, he only missed 2 passes in the entire game and led his team to a big victory and later a national championship as a freshman. And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
First down, Winston. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Andre Ellington, his first carry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
3rd and long for Winston. He's got Evans. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Down. 10-2 saw. Watch that in. Watch that in. Got it right. Got it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the gun, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards. Brings up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well.
quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Rudolph looking to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 33. So here's the situation upcoming. Second quarter, third down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt.
50, plant. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. But just 4 yards on the...
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Gabbert now to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On second down, Gabbert again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. First half of action nearly complete. Time maybe for one final drive before the break as we get back down to the field. Out of his end zone, Gabbert finds his target, the rookie Scott Miller. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Just inside of 2 minutes for this offense. Second quarter. They've got the football, but on their own side of the field. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the option right here on first down. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Ready. 30 base.
First down, Gabbert, flush to his right. To the right side, complete to Miller. That's good for 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Gabbert. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jordan Leggett. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. On the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after.
So here's what we've got. Football in the red zone. Second down and 8 for this offense. They'll try to throw here. Gabbard. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 16 yards, a first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Out of the gun, Gabbard. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 2 now, second and goal. On the ground, Ellington. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
And Gay knocks this one through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14. This defense now trying desperately to hold on to this fourth quarter lead, but to do it, they've got to keep this offense out of the end zone.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike. Go.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the dart ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it? In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over.
Guys, man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. Fourth quarter, close game. Third down, here we go. On third down, Gabbert. It's caught. Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. Fourth quarter, close game. Third down, here we go. Gabbert to throw it. And that will be incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a fourth quarter lead. Gay's kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth. A tight game here late, and this defense needing a stop to try to get the ball back to their offense to go down and win it. Rudolph on first down. To Switzer over the middle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. William Golston showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
To try again after the sack. Rudolph, that's caught. It's Eli Rogers. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, here's Samuels. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Boswell's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken. Time and issue here as the offense needs to find a way to get into field goal range. But working in their favor, they do have all 3 timeouts at their disposal.
Ready? 26, 1, 8, 2.
Gabbert to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Time and issue here as the offense needs to find a way to get into field goal range. But working in their favor, they do have all 3 timeouts at their disposal. And he's not able to get away. Gabbert sacked.